I often wonder just how many sadistic women really are out there. I don't know. I guess the majority of Doms are. That's what I'm thinking. I've always said that. If a girl's very Dom in like elementary school beating up boys, you know, then going to middle school and telling bullies, you don't want to mess with me, I'll kill you. Really deep. It's kind of like that woman. There were two Dom women I remember that got into ball busting. They loved it. Loved it. Now, for me, I'm getting old. So I'm just looking over older sessions with Mistress Nicole. No, Mistress. No, I'm getting all my girls all mixed up. Miss Fanny Annie. And she, I don't know why. I think they already had a Fanny, so she just did Annie, like Annie, Anus, Annie. I don't know. So anyway, I'm itching like crazy now too. Anyway, when I was doing sessions with her, she would always ask me, "Do you want a hard session?" You know, in other words, do you want me to go all out? We'll really get them looking good first, and then I'll go ahead and ask you to cut them. That's her idea. For me, I enjoyed pleasing her. She would smile and bite her lip a lot like that, play with her breast. For a woman, it's sadistic. It turns her on to see a man in pain that she put him in. And it's like I said, I have not gone through any, except maybe Mistress Nicole didn't ask me this question. But a lot of the girls ask, "Are you afraid? Are you scared?" Hell yes, I'm scared. I mean, if a masocist man isn't scared to go into a session with a sadistic lady, he's insane, you know. But it's the same thing, like I said, guys climbing a mountain, and they do things maybe they shouldn't do to get to the top, and it could have killed them. It's the thrill. And when it comes to the masocist guy with the girl, it's the thrill of both of you, him and you, the girls. And the girls love it because they have pure control and dominance. And the fact that Miss Annie made up rules I had to follow. And if I forgot them, I got punished. I didn't want to go through a punishment. You know, a girl will use her sexuality, and I've said this before, to get a man to do anything for them. And they're good at doing it. I mean, I watch Mistress Nicole, and I'm like, when she split her legs and I saw in her beautiful vagina and that feminine power she was giving over me, that's when I got messed up and I hit one too many times, and that right testicle still bothered me. I don't know how to get a doctor to look at that. I don't think it's the testicle. I think it's the vas deferens. Something in there is messing up. I can't figure it out. I don't go in any more sessions primarily because of my health is so bad. And, the fact remains, I told Mistress Nicole I'm too damn chicken shit to go in another session with any sadistic lady except Queen Dak. She's my last girl, completely. So I'm going to go ahead and end this right now and probably fix me a hot dog. Just I eat throughout the day little amounts of food to keep me going. you know. Now, it is kind of like I said, people cannot understand a sadistic woman and a masochist man. They can't understand him. The guy, that is about the biggest damn mental disorder I've ever seen. I said, not really. You have to understand that a masochist at a very young age begins to understand what pain is and likes it. and that was me. I liked pain. I did. Even when my dad gave me pain, I liked it. But I got tired of the ass wipe, so I got my hand and pushed him really hard, and he fell down, hit his head on the floor, and got up. He said, in his mind, he's going, that boy can kick my ass now, so I'm not going to hurt him. I'm just going to get in his damn head. He's a stupid idiot. You know, that was my daddy. But, when I vlog about the fact, yeah, I'm a masocist man. Right now, to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind getting any of my girls, including Nicole. Mistress Nicole said, yeah, she loved whipping. She said she got some wicked ones. She showed me her whips. You know, the girls like to see the guy in pain. They like to see him in fear, deep fear. The deepest the fear, the more turned on they get. I understand sadistic women better than anybody on the face of the earth, because I've been with so many of them and I've learned and talked to them. I still have one lady right now, but I just can't. She comes on too damn late. She comes on like at 12 to 1 a.m. in the morning here. And I'm passed out. She likes me because I'll tell her certain things. She's not jealous. She could care less. I'm going to other girls, you know. But I like it. It gets me excited. It gets me turned on to see what I've done for the girls I've been with. But I'm getting tired, guys, when your health's going downhill and you're like, I just don't want to do it right now. I miss Queen Dak. If you saw her, you'd understand why I did what I did with her. So subscribe to this crazy old maskless guy and hope my health does improve. I really do. And what can I say? Now, I'm hoping at Novant, let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with this, medical doctors. I'm 70 years old. I don't give a flying shit if I become addicted to any narcotic. I could care less. I really could. I just want to be out of pain. This is what I'm going to tell my doctor. This is what's pissing me off. Doctors, let me explain something. Yeah, I can understand it if it's a young person and you need to wean them, get them off of that narcotic because they're going to be strung out all their life. How many years do you think I'm going to be strung out on narcotics, doctors? Give me Valium or Librium. I could use it in extreme ways. I really can. And this is still working pretty good. So I think they got the AC fixed. They've been working on it for a while. So this ends this to say that I had to back away. As soon as Queen Dak said, I don't know, she didn't say nothing to me really. Now, Mrs. Tina, I could tell her, I'll give you $150 for a 30-minute session, maybe 45 minutes if you're kind. On Instagram, she'll do it. But I'm just too wore out tired. And I'm sick. I really am, because if you can't eat food and your body just doesn't seem to have the energy to sustain itself, that's what I'm talking to the doctors about. Let me assure you that I did love all of my mistresses except for Findham Lola and Mistress Wilma. Lady, you are a sadistic bitch from hell. I'll say that to your face. She's just a bitch. And I don't like bitches. You know? Everything I did for her, I didn't know if she was happy or not. She wouldn't say nothing. So she was the bitch from the devil, and I just didn't like her. And she's not going to have much of a career. What she needs to do is to get her a sissy boy. and bring him into the fold and mess around with him. But I'm a crazy old masocist guy who health is going downhill and don't know why. But I remember, as I told Mistress Nicole, I remember all our sessions very well. And she said, me too. But I don't know, guys, if my health improves, that's my problem. And girls, if you go into if you get involved with a man, don't try to make him gay. I don't understand it. You afraid he's going to come do something to you? I don't understand this gay stuff, and this pegging is gay as hell. It really is. This girl was telling me it doesn't necessarily make you gay, and I went, that's true. It makes you bisexual because you like both. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this, guys, and get me a hot dog. I'm just not doing well physically at all, and I hope my life improves. I really do. That's what I'm into. Give me some Valium. Give me some Librium. What's wrong with it? And I'd take it at times like, you know, it gets to be about maybe 4 or 5 o'clock, and about time for me to take it. Just calm myself down. You know, I can't do meditation because I can't stop my legs from moving. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. Guys, subscribe to this crazy old maskless guy that had to retire because he's in bad health, you know. And I'd rather be in pain in other areas than in between my legs, if you know what I mean. Thanks for listening. I'm a crazy old man, and I hope my health gets better. And I'm thinking about getting me a ring light. I'm thinking about it. I mean, a good sized ring light. Peace, guys.